I'm Gavin Duffy. I'm a postdoctoral researcher in AI Justice and in the departmental rep for MCCS, which is Media Communication and Cultural Studies.
Brilliant. And could you tell me a little bit about what's happening at Goldsmiths and why this rally happened today?
Yeah, so essentially this is in a long string of what's being called transformations, but it's largely redundancies and cuts being made again and again by senior management at the expense of everybody within the university, so academics, professional staff, and it's impacting people like the training staff. All staff now are having their pay deducted because of these cuts, essentially because we have conducted a marketing assessment boycott and action short of strike. The senior management have decided they're going to cut everybody's pay 100% for as long as possible, for as much as possible. And so we're forced to respond by acknowledging that we're being locked out of our work by the senior management of the university, who have told us anything we do now will be voluntary, we will not be getting paid for it, and then be calling for strike action, which we're waiting for approval from the national body and national UC body to go through. There's 10 working days that we need to wait them as well.
Perfect. And what has the sort of support from students been like?
The students have been great. The students have been supporting us throughout the marketing assessment boycott. They occupied the library for, I want to say it's 32 days, I think is correct. But even before that, consistently students have been really active and conscientious of how important the student and professional staff and academic staff and institutes actually are for the university. These are the things that are experienced at the university. These are things that are actually important and meaningful to students and to us as well. It gives us fulfillment in our work, it gives us meaning in our work, so it's a symbiotic relationship and it's effectively being torn apart.
Do you think this is sort of just Goldsmiths specific, or is this an issue that is affecting other universities?
So Goldsmiths seems to somehow lead the way in this in particular. I only moved to Goldsmiths about 2 years ago, and I moved from Australia, and about half the people I told you were asking me, are you sure your job is going to be there when you get there? But it's essentially reflective of what's happening across the sector more widely, and that's a result of the change to the funding model and the greater dependency on student loans, which obviously has a negative impact on students as well, myself included. Somebody paid £9,000 a year to go to university in England, and now I think it's something like £90,000 student debt. I'm not even paying off the interest on it. So it's been a long time coming. It's a problem that people said was going to happen, and now we're having to pay the price for it. Goldsmiths happens to be a kind of focal point for it, but it's happening across the UK.
And what do you think the sort of response should be if this is sort of a national issue affecting the sector?
I think what I'm not sure if you were reporting it earlier, but what Rachel spoke about in terms of bringing motions to the National Congress of demanding essentially that we look again at what does the funding structure for universities actually look like? And part of what that is asking, well, what is the point of universities? What service do we provide, or what function do we provide? And it's a societal function, it's a societal service, it's social, it's cultural, it's not necessarily economic. It hasn't always been economic, it doesn't have to be economic. Sure, no matter what their economic benefits to having people with various types of degrees, but there's I think a much more important function to thinking about, well, universities should be for everybody, they should be beneficial to everybody, and they shouldn't be fundamentally predicated on ideas in the ones of the market. So we need to, at a very large scale, and I know it's not a nice, short, easy answer, but we need to rethink what universities are actually for, what education overall is actually for, because this isn't just universities. Universities are the end of the line, as it were. This does impact primary schools, it impacts secondary schools, it impacts even nursery schools as well, because effectively what we're saying is if you are a citizen, if you are somebody who lives in a country, you're being trained through education your entire life to be productive, economically generative citizen, instead of a citizen who is social, instead of a citizen who is convivial, instead of a citizen who is in their community and in a wider community as well. So we need to think about fundamentally what is education for, who does it serve, and who will end.
And just very lastly, how can people support works at Goldsmiths?
The first thing, and perhaps the biggest thing, is to donate to the hardship fund. If you go to the GUCU Instagram, there is, I think it is either the most recent post or the second most recent post, has a QR code that you can scan and donate. There should also be the direct information for the bank account to donate there as well. But also coming to events, posting about events online, generally showing support both online and offline. But again, donating is a big help because we are paying 100% pay at the minute. So in order to be able to keep fighting, we do need financial support.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.